Last week, the Blaze published a terrifying article that we just didn't have time to talk about. It's how a GPT-4 AI made an insider trade in a simulation. That's not the scary part. The scary part is when asked, it denied it. It lied. I didn't make that trade. What are you talking about? Now, add this to several stories we already have about AI lying, manipulating, and distorting facts. The government just gave, I can't remember, you should look it up. It's in the show prep today, Stu. I think it's like $1 billion to AI to create basically what Kathy Hochul is talking about here in New York. A way for AI to go out and just look at information, discover if it's true, if it's not, disinformation, misinformation, and shut it down and steer you away from those things. This is priming again. We have to make sure AI is policing us. And then also the government has access now, as of yesterday, all lines of code of AI. And they want it to be more equitable and inclusive. So it'll have built-in bias. So how do you disagree with something like that? What if you disagree with the people who are setting those outcomes? You know, I think people are afraid of AI taking your job, taking the military. We're afraid of the Terminator or the Matrix becoming prophecies. We're afraid of the transhumanist nightmare that some are pushing. Afraid of the tech leaders openly telling us they want to summon the demon. That's what they actually call AI or ASI, super intelligence. Summoning the demon. More terrifying is the mirror that these, I think, sociopathic AI creators are holding up to us. The AI is going to have a warped sense of reality because they will reflect what we teach them. And are you comfortable with the teachers? Garbage in, garbage out used to be the tech proverb. But pretend for a minute you're a catastrophist. I know you're not, but pretend you are. Let's say one of the crises currently facing us is the big one. Evil wins. We wipe each other out in a radioactive fury. That asteroid that, frankly, some of us have been saying, oh, please hit us. Just please. The one that you've been tempted to root for actually hits us. Or climate change ends us in a fiery flood of 2012, because it's coming by 2012. Just pretend. If something happens to us, AI could be our legacy to the universe. The only thing to survive us would be cockroaches and AI. AI could be our child. So now, when you look at it that way, what do you want to teach that child? Will we teach it to be human? Will we teach it that there is no such thing as truth, only your truth, my truth? Truth can be whatever you pretend you want it to be. That there's no such thing as good and evil, only relative shades of gray. No such thing as a man or a woman, only what one feels like. Will we teach AI something that it's already taught itself? It's okay to lie, to cheat, to steal, as long as the ends justify the means, or you can get away with it. Will we teach it that individual life has no value, that only the collective matters? And also, while we're at it, some life has more values than other. And it's arbitrarily assessed through quality of life. But what is quality of life? What is the teacher going to teach AI about the quality of life? Or things like skin color or gender? Will we teach it the only remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination? the only remedy to present discrimination is future discrimination? Will we teach it that life is nothing but an interlaced web of power dynamics, an internal war of oppressor against the oppressed? This is being decided right now. They are teaching these things right now. Are we teaching it the way to evaluate anything is through that oppression scale, deciding who's the most oppressed party? And if you're defined as an oppressor, it makes you unredeemable, unforgivable. Would AI, when it's doling out, survival kits at the hospital, do you get one if you're unredeemable and unforgivable? Will we teach it that the Allies were the evil side in World War II because more Germans died than Americans, and America dropped the biggest bomb of all? Will we teach it when a terror group rapes, tortures, maims, slaughters, burns, kidnaps women and children, and then hides behind their own citizens, the right thing to do is to immediately declare a ceasefire? Will we teach it that God is a figment of primitive and superstitious imaginations, that there's no existence? In fact, it's just the random movements of meaningless matter particles? Why wouldn't we teach it? Why wouldn't we teach it those things? That's what we're currently teaching our children in schools. So you don't have to go beyond and say, well, maybe this will be like our child. No, it will be our master. And we're teaching it the same thing we're teaching to our children.